Hey, how's it going? Trying to find a cell phone holder for my e-bike. And I picked up this one. I'll leave a link in the description. No idea what it's like. It's the cheapest one I can find on Amazon. And the lowest profile I could find. I don't want anything plasticky and bulky. Not too sure how this one's going to go down. It's stiff there. It doesn't feel like it's going to snap off. This wrapped around the bar like that. It feels pretty good. Let's be stretchy. Well, let's try and put a phone in it and see what happens. Oops. Woke it up. That feels pretty good. Actually, I kind of like the low profile because the last one I had was all plastic and bulky and didn't really sit well. This feels pretty good. Well, let's try it on the bike. Knock you off. Let's see which way is this going to go. I don't think it really matters, to tell you the truth. How's power button? Okay. And I'm going to turn it so it's like that, where the plastic goes on the top of the bar. This comes underneath. I don't think it'll be that bad. I'm not going off-roading with it. Feels pretty good. If I have any issues with it, I'll post it in the description. But that's perfect for what I need. Besides that, my controller, the firmware or the software that goes with it, it only displays upright. It doesn't. I wish I could go this way, but I can't. So anyway, any issues, I'll post it in the description. But since I figured we were here anyway, I must do an update on the build. Taking it out for a few rides, and I haven't found any real problems with the back end. Everything is still nice and tight. The rods going through the pipes held pretty good. As long as you bevel the end of the pipe so it's round like the tube that you're putting it on, it won't move around. That's pretty solid. Obviously, I did Loctite every screw on this thing, but nothing's coming loose, nothing's bending. I still got to put probably this week I'll drill a hole here and here and run another one of these rods through it and put another pipe here to here, and then finish it off with a reflector. At least it'll look like a rack. No bending over here. Look at that. Surprisingly though, it's pretty strong, but I'm not going to try and weld that. It'll just open up even more. I ended up putting the Monster back on, only because it has the same options that the flip ski would have had. That was the one that was going to be coming in for review. This one here, I can adjust the soft start, throttle response, throttle swing, pretty much everything through this. And this one's going on almost 5 years old, and it works great. Even at its lowest settings, it pulls more than the smaller one did. It does have Bluetooth, and then today, obviously you saw I got that, so hopefully that doesn't bounce around, that I can read what the settings are on the fly. But that's basically what I wanted. Now that I only have one hub motor, actually with that controller it pulls like there still is two, which is pretty cool. That controller with ebikes.ca with the extra wide magnets is pretty freaky. I like the setup here. It's going to take a lot to make it better than that. It had to be, whatever I get is going to have to be as powerful as that with half the size. That would be sweet. I don't even think the flip ski could outbeat this. This is this type of controller you could put on a four-wheeler. It's pretty big phase wires coming around. I go up, go to that. I'm hoping I don't melt that, but so far it's been good. It can take those connectors from ebikes.ca can take a lot of amps, and I had to redo the. I might end up putting shrink wrap over those in case one of them moves and touches, because that'll totally blow out my Hall sensors. So you should actually take your shrink wrap and shrink it right up to the very leading edge, so when the pin goes in, there's no metal like that hanging out. But I was just doing it for testing. I couldn't get it to, for whatever reason. I spent a good hour trying to set the phases and the timing. I could not get this thing to go in forwards, but it would go in reverse. So I went into the firmware and put it in reverse, and it works fine in reverse. But I mean, this runs in reverse, but the wheel is actually physically going forward. So what I would have to do is put it in forward and then rewire this, but I'm not getting bothered. It works like that just fine. Yeah, so to mount it, there's no glue or any holes, extra holes in the frame. I just basically used aluminum hose clamps, and this thing is solid. It's not going anywhere. So I just had the connectors. There's no regulator. There's no relay. I got this going right to the batteries, and then the low voltage red coming out goes to the switch. Only difference is the switch doesn't light up when you turn it on, obviously, because there's no 12-volt regulator. But I honestly don't need it. To lighten it up, I use this clip-on e-bike light, and then I got the one back on the back of my helmet. That pretty much takes care of it. We're going out at night, so figured I'd give you an update on that. Batteries are working fine. Still down the road, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up reusing my old ones, my blocks. Those are 20 amp hours each, and replacing the one that I just repaired. Not that I don't trust it, but now the cells are, I would say they're somewhat compromised because of the issues I have with the BMS, and I don't want to put it under a lot of stress and then lose another chain of cells. I can take those out and use them on a backup or something for lights or whatever, and just use the old ones. But this setup here is a nice setup for getting around. Take it easy, guys.